Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm making chile relleno soup. I've actually never made this before, but I'm really looking forward to it because of where this recipe comes from, and I'll explain that in a bit. So if a hot bowl of creamy green chili, chicken, and cheesy deliciousness sounds good to you right now, hit that subscribe button and let's get cooking. This recipe for chile relleno soup comes from Lujan Farms in New Mexico. It's actually really close to where I grew up in the Mesilla Valley. If you know your chili, I'm sure you've heard of Hatch chili. Well, Lujan Farms is right between Hatch and Las Cruces, and the Lujan family has been growing and selling some of the best chili for more than 70 years. So if anyone knows how to put this great chili to use, it's them. Here's what you're going to need for their recipe. 5 New Mexico green chilies. Now, you're probably not going to be able to find them fresh this time of year, so if you weren't able to pull them from your freezer like I did, you can still buy Hatch chili in a can, and 3 of these 4-ounce cans should be about right for this recipe. You'll also need 2 tablespoons butter, 3 tablespoons chopped white onion, a couple of garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 4 cups chicken broth. You'll need salt and pepper to taste. The recipe calls for 12 ounces of cooked chicken breast shredded. I'm not sure if I got the right amount here, but I tried to guess because I didn't weigh it. You'll also need 8 tablespoons cream cheese and 4 cups grated cheddar cheese divided. I'll be using 2.5 cups in the soup itself, and then I'll grate some more for topping the soup with at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. Just in case you should happen to have fresh green chili, you'd first want to roast it until the skin is blistered. And there are many ways you can do that. This is video of the chili we got in Hatch last August, so we had them roast it for us on the spot. But when I can find it at the store and buy just a little chili at a time, I roast it myself on a skillet. You can also do this over an open flame, in your oven, or on your outdoor grill. The point is to get the skin charred and blistered enough so that you can peel it off and you're left with just the meat of the chili. But again, I've got my chili ready to go here, and I'm just going to chop it up and set it aside. Now we can heat a large saucepan over the stove at medium heat and melt the butter in it. Then add the chopped onion and saute it. We want it to get translucent, which should take about 4 to 5 minutes. Then we can add the minced garlic. I'm using my garlic press, but you can do this however you'd like. I'll add the cumin and the green chili. And the recipe says we just stir for about a minute until fragrant, and believe me, it is definitely fragrant. It smells wonderful. Now we pour in the 4 cups of chicken broth. I'll season with salt and pepper and stir it all up. As soon as it comes to a boil, reduce the heat and let it simmer. Now we add in all the shredded chicken and the cream cheese. By the way, you'll notice that I cut these into little cubes. That's just so that it'll melt faster. Finally, we add 2.5 cups of the cheddar cheese. Get this all melted up. Says to whisk it until smooth, breaking up all those cream cheese pieces. I'm going to let this simmer for just a little bit. Ooh, how beautiful is this? I'm going to go ahead and serve myself. Now the recipe says to sprinkle some cheese on top, and if you want to put it under the broiler for just a few minutes so that the cheese melts and browns, but you can see it really doesn't need it. It's absolutely beautiful as is, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to give that broiler a try. looks like restaurant quality, so do this whenever you're trying to impress someone. Well, I let this cool down for a bit, so now I'm going to give it a taste. Wow. I may have a new favorite soup. This is absolutely delicious. I gotta say thank you to Lujan Farms for this recipe because I will definitely be making it again, and I hope you try it too. Thanks so much for checking out this video. You'll find the full recipe and more on Lujan Farms chili in the description box below. I post one new recipe every week at Marcy Inspired, so be sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. You can also follow Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.